Let's start with, how did you find out you were getting called up to the Devils?
Yeah, I signed my contract on Saturday, and then I found out after practice on Tuesday, so I was really excited about it, yeah.
To start, let's look at Utica. What have you felt you've been able to contribute with that team so far this season?
I feel like I'm bringing a lot of energy and physical game to the team, and this is actually, I think, why I'm at that level, to try to bring energy to the team, and yeah, I'm going to keep doing the same thing I'm doing and playing my role.
What have you seen out of the Devils when you're watching from afar? What you've even heard from the coaches coming into this group now?
What have I seen from I think they're a really fast team. I think they play really good. I watched a game last night. It was a good game. Came back from 2 goals. Yeah, like I said, I think I'm going to bring my energy here and try to do the best I can for sure.
And then just with this opportunity, I know for a lot of people they want to show their best, but how do you make sure that you're keeping things calm and you're being able to enjoy the experience as much as contributing?
I would say not to do too much, just play my game, do little details, and like go 100% and go from there, yeah.
Curtis, let's start with Philadelphia. I know it's an opponent that you guys have faced in the preseason, not yet this regular season, but from meetings and pre-scout, what's the biggest challenges that they bring?
They got a great identity. They're a hard-working team. You get no free passes with them. Again, we keep on harping on the battles, and that's an area that they thrive in. So it's going to drag us into the fight, and hopefully, we're able to set the tone early and kind of, catch them on their heels. But it's going to be a good test for us. Again, we've got some momentum going, but we know that this is going to be, a game that's going to step up a notch. So I think we're ready for the challenge. Like I said, we've had those preliminary discussions already, but we're expecting a hard-fought game.
An area of improvement with this Devils team, shots against. They're starting to go down. What have you seen about this group's effort to help lower that average?
Yeah, again, just compete the D zone. We talk a lot about being on the right side of the puck, keeping them to the perimeter. So when we do give those shots up, they're kind of low danger. Again, though, breakdowns are still happening. Last night was a prime example. They capitalized on a few, so we try and clean those up. But like you said, everything's trending in the right direction, and you can see shots are going down against, and it's leading to more chance in the offense. So we're in a good spot right now.
I know you discussed it a little bit last night, but just for you, you're coming back from an injury, you have a 2-point night. You're really impactful physicality-wise. What are you bringing with that physicality that you've seen have a big impact with this team?
Yeah, I think for every player, you want to play to your strengths. And for myself, that's being assertive, moving my feet, forechecking, and playing physical. Everything else is gravy. I've been kind of lucky and fortunate to be around the net, finding pucks, and just battling and seeing a couple go in. So it's good to pitch on the offense. It works wonders for your confidence. But other than that, like I said, nothing really changes for me. It's very physical and hard.
What have you seen out of Brendan Smith's physicality, too? Because you two are kind of the guys who are leading the charge here in the locker room.
Yeah, Smitty's great. He's kind of that Swiss Army knife right now, but even you look at the game last night, throws a big hit on their captain, kind of gets them rallied up, but he answers the bell there. And the life that we got from it on the bench, it was awesome. It kind of gave us that extra surge for the last, 5 or so minutes or whatever it was. But he's a gamer. He wants to make a difference. He's been around the league. He understands what it takes to win, and the margin of error is slim. So he's going to leave it all out there, and he's really in the charge.
We talked with head coach Lindy Ruff about this, but besides the throwing the hits and getting in ways, what are other ways that maybe players who aren't as typically physical can still contribute to physicality? Yeah,
ultimately it's just going through hands. And to do that, have a good stick on puck too. It's hard, they tap the other guy's stick. They can't really do anything with it. So for the smaller build guys, like I said, going through the hands, you're not going for that big hit, although when it does happen, it's pretty fun to see. But it's all just kind of putting, stress on the other team, kind of reading that next play and dictating where you want to go, and especially on the forecheck. That's how we're going to generate offense. And we've always been good off the rush, but, being able to wear teams down low, win those battles, and get to our spots offensively, it's going to help out in the long run.
And then it is a back-to-back, so opportunity to get a lot of big points here. I know the Devils on that 2-game win streak, but what does it take to make sure that both those 2 remaining games you do come out with points?
It's big. Like I said, we know that with the spot we're in, we know we have to make up some ground. We got some good mojo going, so we want to play each and every night. It seems that we have back-to-back every single week, but you got to love it. You play hockey to play games. That's ultimately what you want to do. So to have that challenge, like I said, we're focused on Philly. We know that's a quick turnaround back home against San Jose, but just want to keep this thing going on the road.
Thank you. A call up today. What do you expect to see Samuel Laberge bring to this group if he does play?
He's a tenacious player. He's on the body, physical, strong on the puck. He's been playing really well down there, so he brings that element of grit to to the game.
Lazar, Smith, two of the guys who really have stood out physically. What are they doing right that has sparked more physicality and more edge in this lineup?
Well, when it's their turn to be in the body, they're in the body. They're playing physical. They're winning puck battles. I think it's an element of the game that we all have to get better at. I think they're starting to lead the way for us in that category. And there's different types of physicality depending on how big you are, but you have to win your share.
Pouring over the tape last night's game, Lindy, more positive than negative?
Oh yeah. It was we did a lot of good things. I know we got behind the 8 ball, but again, I think we got rewarded for staying with the game, knowing that if we got a goal early in the third, we could get back in the hockey game with the way we were playing. Again, like I said last night, we made some puck mistakes that cost us dearly. That again we have to clean up, and it's something that we've been talking about, and we want to continue to make sure that part of the game gets better.
Can you give us an update on Dougie?
Just being evaluated today, and we'll know more. That's really all I have on him right now.
Is there a chance he plays next game, or?
I can't even tell you that right now. I guess the line from the movie, I guess there's a chance.
I'll go to Eric Holla. How's he doing?
He's got a chance. No. Just Eric will be out.
And Meyer, how's he doing?
Meyer skated in with the injury ice again on his own, so hasn't been with the team yet.
And you would want him to practice with the team before he gets back into
that's the last phase to see if you're ready. Get involved with physicality and contact, and a lot of times when you're coming off, those last couple practices are hard one-on-one compete, just to make sure whatever you have is ready for the battle.
Lindy, how's Nosek doing?
Nosek will be. He's got some further tests again, and we'll have an update on him probably tomorrow.
How's VTech doing in your eyes, and I guess how are you kind of trying
I think
to keep
that there's areas. Obviously there's goals at VTech. There's nothing you can do about. There's some that you may like a big save, but just gotta like the rest of our group. When I start talking about forwards with puck management, continue to get better. It's just with goaltending, continue to work with Dave Rogalski on the things that are going to continue to make you better. It's a grind. An 80-game season is a grind of up and downs, and maybe it's a little bit of a rough patch right now. But he's an extremely hard worker, and he's going to continue to grind.
What do you see from Kira in relief?
I saw a team that didn't give up much and cleaned their game up, that really only gave one or two quality opportunities. I thought his puck play was good, but he gave us a solid performance. The one or two saves we needed, we got. So again, we know what he can bring and what he's brought to the team.
I know you have a home game Friday to go on that West Coast swing. When you're on the road, then is it easier to maybe show and tell the guys to play more that defensive style? Being in front of the fans, maybe there's a little anxiousness and excitement to gear it up and go offensively. Do you think playing on the road may help in that regard?
I think a lot of times there's some simplicity to the game when you go on the road. I do believe what you're saying is a small margin of credibility, where sometimes you tend to overcook plays. You look at our one goal against. I thought what we did with the puck was simply something we didn't know we didn't need to do. And really that's probably one of those plays that's just for the fans.
When you talk about cleaning up with those attempts against, what else do you need to do in a game for this team to limit some of those high grade A opportunities against?
Clean up that puck play. Really, you look at the breakaway. It started with our puck play. It started with careless puck play. I know that Barzell fell down on the play and got it behind, but our puck play down in the corner was nowhere near what it needed to be.